You know that feeling you get when you're really scared, but you push through anyway just to get it done? That's me. Every single time I make one of these videos. So join me today as I organize my seeds and embrace a little bravery to push through on this content. And hey, if you've ever been afraid to try something new or get started on something, stick around. I've got a message for you too. I want to share with you how I'm organizing my seeds and how I just have to push myself and build up courage every single time so that I can make these videos. So I'm organizing seeds today and I'm finding a little courage in the process. So this is the seed starting kit that I got. You know where I got it from, y'all. Amazon, because I'm an Amazon girly, so there will definitely be a link to this. I actually bought a larger seed starting kit than I think I really need. Ultimately, down the line, I probably will need something this large, which is why I went ahead and got it. And the thing that I like the most about it is that it had some envelopes for you to put your own seeds in. So when you buy your seeds from the store, you know they will come in a seed pack. Let me see if I can find one that's not. Well, this one is open, but it doesn't matter. So when you get your seeds from wherever you buy your seeds from, they'll come in a packet. So it might look something like this. This is an open pack of my zinnia seeds. And I have some that I've collected myself. Like I collected my watermelon seeds. I collected dill seeds as well as my spinach and cilantro seeds. So I needed some type of container to put the seeds that I collect in, because what I'm going to encourage you all to do, start collecting your seeds. I'm not a doomsday person by any means, but every time I go onto social media, I keep seeing that private equity firms are buying up all of the land and they're genetically modifying our apples, our carrots. There's E. coli in the carrots. There's salmonella in the eggs. So as much as you can do to collect your seeds, have your own chickens, I think this is the time that those of us who are in this community, let's kind of double down and try to be smart about that. The other thing that I liked about this is it came with these little containers. Don't these remind you of cassette tapes? I'm telling my age. I'm telling my age. So these remind me of cassette tapes. So once you put your seeds in your packet, then you can place them into this container and close them up and then put them in the box. And then there's also a labeling system that came with this, which I thought was super cool. So you can just write on here using your marker, Sharpie, whatever. This is tomato seeds. These are dill seeds, etc. Or for me, because I saved my watermelon seedlings, these are Crimson Sweets. These are sugar babies. Crimson Sweets did amazing last year, May 1st. We're doing it again. This I'm going to put a link for in Amazon, as well as the smaller one that I was looking for those of you who may have smaller gardeners. Now, I am a small space gardener, but y'all know I have big dreams. I don't know if I've ever expressed this, but I have big dreams. I want acres. I want my own tractor. I want a dually, which my family has told me I do not need. But I want some acreage so that I can plant some crops and really start saving my own vegetables and learning canning and storage. So that's my goal. And beyond me talking about the seeds, I want to talk a bit about why this is always so hard for me. And I don't think it's just about being an introvert. I just get afraid. I talk myself out of putting myself out there all the time, every single day. Every single time I make one of these videos, I talk myself out of it before I do it, which is why I think the Vlogmas, where you're making daily videos, was so good for me, because I didn't have a choice. I had to push through. I had to put out content. And I was holding myself accountable for that. So I found it really helpful. But as days pass by and I still see other people making videos, then something in me says, well, why would anyone want to watch my video? Why? There's somebody else doing this. Why should I be putting out content? They don't want to see my content. My content sucks. Right? Like, does it make sense? It doesn't, but it just, I don't know. It's hard. I feel like it's me by myself sometimes. I know that I'm not, and that's one of the reasons that I came to YouTube. I enjoy making the videos, but I also want to be in community, right? Like I'm not the only person who feels like this. I'm not the only person who struggles with anxiety or feeling like imposter syndrome, right? That's what it's like. Oh, you shouldn't be here. Why would anybody listen to you? I'm good at this. I don't have all the answers, but I try. And when I fail, I say I fail. But if you're feeling like me, we got to keep pushing through. We got to do it afraid, right? We have to keep pushing through. We do it when we feel good, when we feel bad, when we're afraid. We have to push ourselves, because what's the other option? I really want to make YouTube videos, and they're not all perfect and shiny. But that's okay. I'm going to do my best. I want you to continue to do your best. And so when you're feeling afraid, like I do, or when you feel anxious, definitely like I do, we just have to push through. I talk myself out of it to the last minute. So if any of you are procrastinators, you probably know this is partially, it's not because we're so terrible, we don't want to do things. It's because we really hate making decisions. I push things to the last minute because when you get to that last minute, you're like, oh, I shine there. Yeah, when it's down to the wire, I do it. And part of the reason why we shine when we get to the last minute, it's because we don't have a choice. We have to pick A or B now. We can't drag it out anymore. We have to make a decision. It has to be C. This is how we have to move forward. So I say that to say you're not bad, right? You haven't done anything wrong. We'll just keep trying. It's okay. There are other people out there like me who are anxious and who are afraid, and we're just going to keep going. So y'all gonna get this content. Okay. So I have in this container my dill seeds that I collected that I didn't have anything to put them in. And I could have just put them in a regular mailing envelope, but I didn't want to do that because then I'm not going to keep up with this. I needed a container, which is why I bought this set. So, here I have my Hearts of Gold cantaloupe. Now I am going to be honest, I don't love melons. It took me forever to get into melons because my mom she would go through these phases with food. Like we had a hot dog phase, hot dog on bread, hot dogs on buns, hot dogs with beans. And I realized because we were poor, like this is affordable. You can eat this and here's a meat product. I get it. But to this day, I still have trouble eating hot dogs. It's just like, I don't know, just give me a bratwurst. So the same thing happened with melons. Cantaloupe, honeydew, watermelon. Cantaloupe, honeydew, watermelon. Cantaloupe, honeydew, watermelon. I still don't like honeydew, so I just think I don't like them. But I do like cantaloupe, and I definitely love watermelon. Not like some people, but I can mess it up, right? So I'm not going to do anything special with this. I'm just going to leave it in its container. I'm not going to put it in a separate envelope because why? That fits perfectly, right? So I'm just going to put it in the cassette holder. I'm gonna call this a cassette holder because that's what it looks like to me. But you could probably so the nice thing about this, you could probably fit several packs of seeds. That's probably what they were thinking. They smart. They smart. They smart. So I could probably fit several packs of seeds in here. So I'm going to put this into this Cassette container, and I'm just going to write out what this is on the paper. Now, I just wrote cantaloupe on my little sticker. Can y'all see that? There we go. So I just wrote cantaloupe on my little sticker. I just put it on the edge of the cassette holder. So I'm going to then place it in my container like this. And then I'll do the same with all of them. Okay guys, so I just finished putting together my first few rows. So I've got these so far lined up. I have a lot more seeds, so I will keep going on this. But I just wanted to show you how I'm organizing, because I've got seed packets all over my house. It's crazy. I was like, these are the ones that I actually took out of my bedroom on my chest of drawers. Why? I don't know. Don't ask me these questions. I have no answers for you. I'm not quite sure why I was keeping seeds in my bedroom, but I've got some in my little gardening area in the basement. And then I've also got some in a gardening drawer I keep in my kitchen. So I just don't have like a real place, because if you're in a small space like I am, you know how important organization is, but you also know how difficult it is because you don't have a lot of space. So I tend to stick things where like, oh, I can stick things here and I have some space here. So I'm going to keep going with that. I just wanted to show you what I'm using. I think this is an awesome thing that I got from Amazon. I absolutely love these little envelopes. I wish they could be more personalized though. Maybe that's something I work on, like personalize these, because then it could have my garden's name on there. Anywho, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you are brave. Somebody out there right now has got awesome gardening information or content, or you're the best makeup artist, or you're fantastic at crocheting, and you should start your YouTube channel and you haven't done it because you feel afraid, or why would anybody watch you? Do it afraid. I know I'm saying that, do it afraid. I'm afraid every single time, and I do it anyway. So thank you for being a part of my community and joining me today, and I'll see you next time.